So this is what happened. I was rolling through Stanley. Had to go get some parts for the trailer. So I'm going from Stanley, coming back down to Newtown. So I'm on 23. I'll go from 8 to 23, right? So I get there, get right to Williston. Right at the sign of Williston, right? There's a car accident, head on. It looked like it just happened. It did just happen. There's a couple people that had stopped, but they ain't do shit. They were just standing there looking around, right? So I jump out the motherfucking whip. I jump out the truck, and I go over to the car that's all fucked up. Worst one. The truck wasn't so bad. The girl, she was moving. She had her door cracked open. She was asking me for my fucking phone. Call her husband. I wasn't even worried about her fucking ass. So I go to the little car, a little compact car. I'm talking about tiny little fucking car. You know what I mean? A little smart car, but this was a Chevy, so it wasn't so smart. So I walk around to the side. I get to the window. Fucking airbags on the fucking way. I can't even see the victim, right? So I move the fucking airbags out the way. He's laying there and his seat balled up, right? No steering wheel motherfucking gone. He balled up like a motherfucker, man. Poor thing. He balled up. I don't even think he was breathing. He wasn't even moving. Brother wasn't even moving, man. So finally the car started cranking up. It started smoking, it started firing up. Motherfucker catching on fire. So I'm right by the motherfucking car. Bitch is on fire. Got dudes stuck in the motherfucking car. The door don't fucking open. I tried to pull the motherfucking door open. You know that wasn't gonna work. So I had to snatch dude up, drag his ass out the motherfucking car. I had to drag his ass out the motherfucking car. And then finally, by the time I had snatched dude out, I got him snatched halfway out the fucking car. Finally, like 3 other dudes showed up. I think one of them was a trucker. So I said, hey man, grab this motherfucker. He's like, no, don't move. I said, nah man, grab the motherfucking dude and get his ass up out the motherfucking car. We ain't gonna leave him in the motherfucking car. Car burning up, motherfucker. I said, man, get his ass. So I got his feet and we got him. We laid him on the grass, right, away from the car, because the car was still on fucking. The car was catching on fire. So we get him back in his space. So I started doing CPR on him, and as soon as I did CPR, I forgot to plug his nose up. Blood shot all out his motherfucking nose, all over me. So I'm like, God damn, I know I ain't doing this right. So homeboy, the other guy, he actually knew the kid. He knew the kid. So he started pumping him, bam, 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 bam. Started pumping him. And as soon as he stopped pumping, I blew into him one more time. I only blew him into him twice, and we was pumping him for like another 30 pumps. Bow, 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 pumping him. And then I breathed in him again after a few seconds, because they say you gotta let him be still, check his pulse. No pulse, then go ahead and do it again. So I did it again, blew into him, and then homeboy started pumping him, and homeboy was saying, man, I can't even feel anything, man. His chest is gone. He had no chest cavity. His whole chest cavity was gone. Meaning, when he hit that motherfucking steering wheel, that's why the steering wheel was gone. His whole body took out the whole goddamn steering wheel. That fucking piece of shit. Chevy. Don't ever buy a motherfucking Chevy, man. His whole goddamn what? Especially the goddamn little tiny car. Well, he took out the whole goddamn steering wheel on impact. So what happened was, his whole chest took the whole impact. So when he went to go push, there was no resistance. It was just going through him. There was no bones in structure. You know, all the bones were broken. This whole chest cavity was gone. So like I said, when I initially snatched him out of the car, right, he wasn't even moving. I don't even think he might have been breathing, but it wasn't visual, you know what I mean? So, and he wasn't even functioning, man. He wasn't moving. Like, brother was asleep. He was gone. Looked like he was probably already gone. So, because he damn sure wasn't really doing any movement when I was resuscitating him, you know what I mean? When when I was doing CPR on him, he wasn't even moving. You know, blood, like I said, blood was coming out of his nose and shit like crazy. So his lungs had been filling up. I know his lungs were filling up with blood. It was full of blood. So, anyways, finally, when I was checking pulse, the EMTs had just pulled up on scene, and then the EMTs were checking pulse right here, which I should have checked his pulse. I was trying to check pulse here. So anyways, when the EMT showed up, they checked pulse, and they say it was really faint, and then we got him on the gurney, got him on like a stretcher, right? Got him on the stretcher, put him on a rolling stretcher. When we got him on the rolling stretcher, they hauled him off. He was gone. So I hung out for a little bit. Traffic was blocked this whole time on 23. Whatever, it's probably this morning about what, 11 o'clock, 10:30 this morning. So we got traffic blocked on both ends. You know, ain't nothing fucking moving for like an hour. So I'm hanging out. One of the EMT guys, one of the firemen came out. He said, "Hey man, you got blood all over your face." And he said, "You want to go get checked out by a medic?" I was like, "Nah, man, it's not my blood. It's homeboy." He's like, "Well, let me get you a bottle of water." So they got me a bottle of water. I washed up and shit, and got I still have blood on me when I left that motherfucker. I had blood all over my arm. I had blood over my shirt. I had to clean out my shirt with peroxide, get all the blood off the shirt with the peroxide. But yeah, so a few hours later, right, I wanted to know how homeboy was doing. So I called the police department, called Newtown, the police department, told him my name, told him my number, told him told him about the accident, told him I was the guy that pulled the guy out of the motherfucking car. I was just checking on him, seeing how he was doing. And the officer said, "Well, I can't give out the information, but I'll have the officer on scene call you back." He called me back like 1 minute later, and he was like, "Hey, sorry to so he said, sorry to give you the news, but yeah, the brother didn't make it." So yeah, little young kid, he ain't make it, man. He ain't make it. Like I said, that was a rough hit, man. The way he hit, the way I saw it. If you look at the car, I wish I would have filmed it. That's why I need to get a fucking GoPro. You know what I mean? I could have put that shit on my head and could have been going to work. But anyways, if you would have seen the car, the whole front end of that little piece of shit, it wasn't a piece of shit. It was a brand new car. But what I mean by piece of shit is, you know, you got a car this big, right? You got a car this big. You know, there's no room. There's no impact. You know what I mean? Once you hit, you hit. You know, it was no cushion. You know what I'm saying? Because when he hit, like I said, he took the steering wheel out. There was no fucking steering wheel in that fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? There was no fucking steering wheel. He ate that whole goddamn steering wheel up. So when he ate it, his whole chest cavity was fucking all broke up. He broke his whole goddamn chest up. He ate, like I said, he ate that whole goddamn steering wheel up, man. I don't even know how they even get away with putting them motherfuckers on the street. But anyways, so the whole front end of that motherfucker was all inside the front of the fucking car, you know what I mean? So, anyways, like I said, his ass is folded up. Like the whole front of the car was like right where his legs were. So his legs were supposed to be out, well, they were in. You know, he's supposed to be out like this, right? When I pulled him up, when I looked down, both his legs were out in like this. Like he was curled up. He was curled up, wrapped around the motherfucking steering wheel, which there was no steering wheel, you know what I mean? But he was all folded up, poor thing. He was, like I said, he was probably, to be honest, he was probably lights out. He probably had left as soon as impact. He was probably dead he was probably dead when I pulled him out the car. Because like I said, he wasn't even moving. There was no breathing. You know what I mean? You could see his shirt moving or something, like some sort of, you know, some sort of grass, you know what I mean? Some sort of adrenaline, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some sort of breathing. It was nothing. Like I said, brother was gone, man. He was probably gone right when he was probably gone by the time I even got to the car, man. But anyway, I still tried to do the CPR. That shit still didn't fucking work. But it is what it is, man. But yeah, I just had to make this video again because I guess the first video for some motherfucking reason went out. I think when I went to go click on the views, to show you outside, I think I might have clicked the mute button too at the same time. So, but yeah, man. So the problem with that is when you go do shit like that, and you go try to do, you know, like I wasn't thinking about myself. That car was on fire. That car was on fire. The other truck driver, he was taking my fire machine trying to put the motherfucking fire out. You know what I mean? He was trying, you know what I mean? So at that point, you don't even think about yourself, man. You don't even think about yourself when it comes kind of that shit. When it comes that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? You worry about the next motherfucker. You know, you worry about him. You know, he needs the help. You know what I mean? You don't even think. You just do it. But yeah, the problem with that is when you start, like, you know, if you were to, you know, that's trauma, that's tragic. You see shit like that, you know what I mean? And after a while, it kind of gets you, you know what I mean? So I can imagine how the guys over in war, guys that are, you know, the EMT personnel, you know, the police officer, the fire department was shaking my hand. I'm like, I don't even know why they shaking my hand for. You know what I mean? But they were shaking my hand. You know, they just come up one by one with just shaking my hand. I do what they do, but I only did it one time. They do it every fucking day. I should have been shaking their motherfucking hand. Yeah, good job, you guys at the Newtown Fire Department, man. Yeah, shout out to them, and the police department too, man. Shout out to the police department in Newtown. They were doing their thing, man. They were quick. They were doing their thing. Yeah, I could have met. See, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that kind of job. That'll get to me, man. Like it get to me now. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, just thinking about that. You're thinking about, like, damn. You know, thinking maybe you could have done something, or I could have done something. You know, you get what I'm saying? It's like, fuck. So imagine the guys that are doing it full time as a job. Imagine all the shit, all the pressure they gotta go through. All the shit they see. That's rough, man. That's some rough shit. Yeah. And I only did it for, you know, that one time. I got a new respect for firemen and police officers. I got a whole new respect, man. I got a whole new respect for them. And yeah, the soldiers too. I got a lot of soldiers friends. I got a few cop friends too, but you know, when you see shit like that, yeah. See shit like that, it's a whole different ballgame, man. Trying to get unloaded here. I've been here for about a few minutes. But like I said, I just made this video because the first video I made this morning, for some reason, it got muted. So I just wanted to fill you guys in. Like I said, when I had called a few hours later, they said he didn't make it. I didn't ask why. I didn't want the details. I had enough details just by doing what I did and seeing what I saw. I was fucking good enough, man. So I didn't need the fucking details. All I know, he ain't here. He ain't make it. So that's what matters. Oh, so what I was saying was, you know, especially if you're a driver. If you're a driver, you should learn CPR. Go to YouTube, right? Go to YouTube and learn how to do CPR. Because we're always on the road. And usually like I was first on the scene. You know how long it took? You know how long it took? I'm not gonna say exact numbers, okay? Because I don't want to get any the EMTs in trouble or the police. They did what they could. And they showed on the scene, okay? That's all that matters. But I was first on the scene. Plus the other drivers were on the scene. You know what I mean? Before any of the EMTs, any fire truck, any police officer, we were on the scene. We handled the business. We pretty much took care of the motherfucking scene before they got there. Meaning the fire, homeboy put the fire out. The other truck driver took the fucking fire extinguisher off my motherfucking truck. Put the fire out while I was taking care of business with homeboy. While I was doing CPR on homeboy, he was taking care of the motherfucking fire. So in reality, you know, if you're a truck driver, right? Or you even gotta be a truck driver, you just drive a lot. You're always on the fucking road. You should learn CPR because, you know, if you're on the road all the time like a driver, truck driver, you know, you're bound to see some shit like this, right? You're bound to see a fucking accident. We always see accidents, right? But you know, it's a good chance you might be there when it happens. So if you're there when it happens and you don't know CPR and it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm not saying that's how long the EMTs got there. I'm just saying if it takes them 5 minutes, 10 minutes to get there, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that can count. It can count this person's life. You know what I mean? They might not make it in 5-10 minutes. But if you know CPR, you know what I'm saying? If you know CPR, you know how to fucking, you know, resuscitate. I can't fucking talk. Bring the motherfucker back with the CPR, you'll be good. You know what I mean? And the one that you're trying to help will be good too. So, yeah, YouTube's got it, man. Check it out. Learn how to do CPR. You know what I mean? That should be a fucking. That should be a mandatory thing for truck drivers. You know, because they're always on the road. You know what I mean? They're always on the road constantly, especially over the road. You're constantly on the fucking road, man. We always on the fucking road. There's bound to be an accident. We always see accidents all the time. You know? So yeah, they should make that requirement, man. But you know what? Fuck the requirement. You should do it. Because guess what? That little boy, that could have been your brother. That could have been your son. That could have been, you know, you could have been somebody's daddy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you could save that person. You know what I'm saying? Because you're there. You first on scene. You first on scene, and you know how to do CPR. So you should learn that shit. It only takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to learn how to do CPR. It don't take long. Go to YouTube. Actually, the first one is actually pretty good. The girl with the blonde hair, she shows pretty good. But anyways, yeah, if you can, look for a certified CPR video on YouTube. You know what I mean? Learn how to do CPR. Like I said, man, especially you're a driver. You know, maybe that person ain't got 5 minutes. Maybe he's got 2 minutes. Maybe the blood is filling up his lungs like homeboy. When I got to him, his lungs were probably already filled with blood. He was already asleep. He's probably DOA when I pulled up. Or when I got to the fucking thing, you know what I mean? Or who knows, he probably was DOA while I was trying to resuscitate him. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a good thing, man, especially your driving. Learn how to do fucking CPR, man. You can probably save somebody. I couldn't save homeboy, but maybe you can save, you know, the next person that you see, you know, on the side of the road fucked up. You know what I mean? Wrapped around a tree or fucking flipped over or hit a fucking car. You know what I mean? Maybe you can save them. But like I said, I ain't gonna make this video short, man. It's gonna be short and sweet. You know? My heart goes out to the guy that didn't make it out. It's crazy too, because the guy that was helping me resuscitate him, he just lost his brother last week. Hit a cow, hit a goddamn fucking big bull on the side on the fucking road. These motherfuckers, man, these bulls, these cows, whatever the fuck you want to call them, these motherfuckers, they sometimes they get out of the fucking barbed wire, right? So they'll be like close to the road, trying to eat the grass and shit. I see it, especially on the route that I'm on. I'm just like, man, come at night. But anyways, back to the guy that was helping me try to revive the guy, right? Anyways, he had just lost his brother like last week, and his sister was right there in front of him. Like, she was right there with us, watching the whole thing. And she was like being traumatized, you know what I mean? They just lost a brother. Now they know this guy that's on the ground that we're trying to, revive. And it was fucking crazy, man. God damn. Anyways, that shit kind of sucked the life out of me, man. I'm fucking exhausted. Fucking with me emotionally. So, probably have to meditate, man, or something to get past this one. But yeah, it fucked with me a little bit. Like, it drained me. Like, I'm drained right now. I'm drained like a motherfucker. Plus, I ain't really eat, so I'm probably gonna eat something too. Oh man, let me read your comments, man. See what what y'all been saying. Yeah, you're welcome, Ronald, man. Yeah, thank you for your service, my brother. I don't know, man. Anyway, so yeah. I think it's time to eat. So. But yeah, I ain't gonna keep this video too long. But yeah, learn CPR, man. Learn CPR. You're a driver. You need to learn CPR. Like I said, you know what? That could have been your son. You know what I mean? That could have been your brother. It could have been whoever. Fuck. It could be some sort of family member on the side of the road, filling up with blood. You know. You know what I'm saying? And if you could have made it, maybe I was there, or maybe somebody that was there before me would have started. You know, maybe CPR would have even help. I'm just saying, you know, it's always good to know it, because you could, you know, get the air in them to where by the time, you know, airlift get there, or you know, EMTs get there, they could probably even do more help for the, you know, the person. So yeah, learn something new every day. Learn something new every day, man. But yeah, it don't hurt. It don't hurt to learn CPR. Like I said, in any situation, it only takes 5 minutes to learn. Take 5 minutes to learn, man. Save a life. Save a life.